Hey guys, today I'm going to take a look at the Zomei, it's a Z818c tripod with ball head. It's a carbon fiber tripod that I just got. It comes in a pack like this, and I'll get this thing opened up for you and show you what this thing looks like. I gave it a test run this week. I was looking for a lighter tripod and head combination because I've been doing a lot of hiking lately, and my old one is a Bogan 3021 that I've had for years. It's a solid heavy duty tripod. Very expandable. What you can do with it. Had a heavy three-way pan tilt head on there. Manfrotto head on there, and that served me well for the years. But these longer hikes, that thing is over 11 pounds. And I was looking at a smaller, lightweight type tripod, and there's a lot of these on Amazon right now. You'll see them on eBay, sub $200, sub $100 on some of these things. Gives me concern for the quality. First of all, I have used some cheaper tripods in the past, and a lot of them aren't the best quality material that's used. But I did some research on this one. I wasn't going to pay for the really expensive one. It's just a hobby for me. So, but I wanted something lightweight. And after looking on the Amazon reviews, and after looking at some YouTube videos, I decided on this Zomei Z818c tripod. I think it's around 3.4 pounds total with a ball head on it attached. So I picked this one out because it was light and had the ball head already on there, and according to everything I read, the ball head was supposed to be capable of holding some of my longer lenses. So I've got a Sigma 7300 that I wanted to see if it would be able to hold that or not. And I still wasn't sure. I really wanted this more for landscape stuff. Like I said, the longer hikes from hiking in the mountains, going to a waterfall, and I want a tripod set up to be there. But basically this tripod is a fold down model, so you're going to come down with your legs, and you've got your center rod there. Let me get down a little bit more. There we go. And you got your center rod here. I'm going to go ahead and take this little velvety thing off. And at first glance, you're like, what's up with this? But it does kind of protect this from getting scratched up when you fold the legs up. You also have a short extension, so you can swap your extension out. And pretty much I like to get low. And you'll see in one of the videos where I'm shooting a sunset on Ocracoke Island last week with this tripod. I'm in the salt marsh right on the edge. And this will be in part of the video here. I'm working on a sunset photo here at Ocracoke Island. Test this one out, see how this one goes, and so far it's been performing well. The ball head holds the camera very well. I'll try my longer lens on it later to let you know how it goes. So. But you'll see where I'm already low down in the grass there. That's how I like to get. So I really don't care for this longer rod. So I usually swap it out with a shorter one, and I'm happy with that. You can also turn it upside down, okay? But you've got a nice ball head on here. It's very smooth. I've been very pleased with this, and everything's pretty quick and easy to adjust. And so here's your legs. First thing I point out is on the bottom you got the spikes that you can use if you're in some ground where you need some traction. But if you're not in ground with traction, you just want to use the rubber, you just simply roll the rubber stoppers out beyond the spikes, and you're good to go. So you're not going to scratch anything with that. So indoor wooden floors or something like that, you don't have to worry about. At the end of the rod, and you put it onto the short extension rod also, you do have a hook that pulls out and extracts back in. It's windy situations, you might want to put your pack, your camera bag, or something like that on there to just help stabilize the tripod. Now, it's obviously not as heavy as my old Bogan, which I've got the E4K camera on my old Bogan right now to film this. So I'm not doing away with that one. It definitely has a purpose on those really windy days, but I actually, all week, I use this down on Ocracoke Island in the Outer Banks, North Carolina. Just windy just about every day we were there. There was a lot of storms and rains the whole trip. But I would say this thing sets up a lot quicker than the Bogan. The Bogan had these snap locks, and a lot of times I end up pinching my finger when I lock them down and so forth. These legs are great twist locks. So all I do is I turn all of them at once, and they all come out like that, and I just start down here, and I just do a turn back, turn back, turn back. That leg's good. All three at one time. Pull them all out, and twist, twist, twist. That leg is good. Pull it all the way out and lock these down, and this tripod is ready to go. And you'll notice it doesn't spread out as far as one of the Bogans will, but overall it seems to be very effective. It'll extend that far. I typically don't like to use the longer extension like I mentioned, just for stability purposes, but this is what you've got here, and the takedown is pretty much just as simple. I just take the legs in, and I will start down at the end, and I'll give a twist, a twist, a twist, pull the whole leg in, boom, it's locked. twist, twist, twist. And of course, you don't have to use all the sections, and I typically don't use all the sections because, like I said, I usually am low with landscape photography. And basically, to adjust them, it's no different than these other tripods. You just got to pull down, and then you can adjust your arm. There's some 3 different positions you can lock it to, and of course, you can go to any positions in between that you wanted to use for that. But it's a simple change out of the ball head swap down. It's got a very smooth panning on here, and the ball head seems to work really nice as well. So I'll put my camera on here, and also you've got a level on here. You've got both direction levels on the head here as well. My Canon 80D actually has a level finder built into the display, so I usually use that. But I've got my camera up here now, and you can see I can move this thing around with a twist. Bam, it's locked. So I do like this ball head. It does support the camera very well, and I can loosen this up and move this in any position I want. I can come down to go with a portrait type shot if I want to. I have used this with my 7300, and you'll see in a video in a minute where I've actually put the 7300 on here, put a tilt on it, lock it. I'll show you the display how it looks. It holds really well. Okay, just want to do a test with the Zomei tripod with the ball head lens with the long lens. So what I've done is set some of the shells I brought back from the beach on the table here. I got to back up with this long lens to minimal focal distance. And what I'm going to do is show you that this seems to hold the lens. I learned a couple things about it though, but I'm loosening it up, and you can see, I've got some range of movement here. And what I'm going to do, first of all, just sit it out there, and I'm going to focus on some grass over here. I'm going to lock this down, okay? And if you come over here with the camera, you notice I'm just locked down on some grass. There's absolutely no drift in that picture. It's solid. It's holding that camera solid with the long lens fully extended. So what I'll do is I'm gonna back up, and I will go ahead and take a shot of these shells, and we'll just see what we can do there. Set my drive for a delay. It's already set for a delay. Focus down on the shells just a little bit. Good. And let's zoom in on it, and do a 2-second delay. Take the picture. And basically, what I'm going to do is to see how sharp the picture turns out. But it seems to be holding it very well. But one thing I did notice, I thought it was not holding this lens initially, but you got this lock here on the front, which is for your side movement, where you can lock that tight from your rotation. And then you got your main knob over here for the whole ball head. And so when I first set it up last week, I had my tripod angled a little bit because of the territory I was in. So it was actually something more like, it was a setup more like this, right? And I had it set like this, and what was going on is it would start to drift like that, and it was doing that because this piece was not locked. But at the time, I thought it was the lens coming down. I couldn't tell the difference. So just make sure if you got it on an angle, you want to lock the main piece, the rotation also. But it seems to hold the lens just fine. I believe this tripod was about $159 with the head. Very lightweight, and I've been very pleased with it. I had it on the beach in the salt marsh, out in the sand, near the ocean, and carried it around for most of the week, taking various shots of stuff. And this, this will be my go-to tripod for my hiking and so forth. And it's just a whole lot lighter. It is carbon fiber, so it's still very sturdy based on that. And the build construction seems to be pretty solid on this too, so I'm very happy with it. So anyway, I'll put a link down at the bottom if you want to check it out on Amazon, and you'll see what it's like. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. And hope you have a good time. And if you're looking for a lightweight tripod, this could definitely fit the bill for you.